up guys, welcome back. I'm going to start this process of reverting back to curls after heat damage. First I'm going to start off with an at-home hair mask, starting with a fresh avocado for protein, which also helps fight frizz, tea tree oil, which promotes hair growth and to provide a little bit of slip to the mask, grapefruit and jasmine oil. I'm honestly only adding this because it smells nice. This is a hydrating mask that I picked up from TJ Maxx. So you can see my hair is greasy, it's stiff, and honestly it's just in bad shape. This is 9 days of being straight, so it was definitely time to go ahead and do this. If you see the smoke in the screen, it's okay, I just had an instant burning. Didn't realize it would make it in the shot. I like to go in with my mister just to add another level of moisture to the process. You're going to want to do this in small to medium sections, that way the mask can really penetrate into your hair. So you can also blend the mask. I honestly just did not want to clean the blender. It would make the mask smoother and maybe a little less messy. You definitely want to do this in a t-shirt that you don't care too much about, and as well maybe lift up your bath mat because it is quite messy. I like to do these little knots all over and then finish off with the scalp treatment. This is my absolute favorite by OGX. I'm going to let this sit for about an hour and then I'm going to wash it out. Now my hair is nice and clean, it's freshly shampooed and conditioned. I'm going to go in with my favorite wash and go products and style like normal, but I'm going to be using the Tangle Teezer brush to sort of clump my curls together, as well as finger coiling and scrunching in some of the more stubborn areas. Okay, so this is my hair fully dried. I slept on it last night, just the top knot, the big scrunchie. It's a day later. Curls are back, full action, nice and bouncy, nice and healthy looking. So my top tips, the best advice I can give is you want to deep condition your hair. Deep condition it when it's curly. Rotate between a protein and a hydrating mask. Hydration is great, but protein is going to help fight that frizz when you are masking and hydrating and giving it a protein treatment sort of regularly. I like to do a mask at least once a week. When you're doing that regularly, you will start to see less damage over time. So where I was not able to use the heat protectant this time around, my hair still survived because it is used to me taking care of it. So obviously the next one, use heat protectant. Again, don't do what I did. Use heat protectant on your hair. I'll link the hot toddy one down again below. I can also link maybe a drugstore one that is not as expensive, but heat protectant on your hair. If you must straighten it, you must use heat protectant. That'll help in getting your hair back in just one little wash after you have used excessive heat on it. Another thing is use a brush that clumps your hair together, scrunch your hair, finger coil. Use all of these methods that sort of encourage your hair to do the right thing. I did some finger coiling in some pieces up here where normally they would get stringy and the ends are doing okay. I used my Tangle Teaser brush when I was doing this wash and go, and those ends that would probably typically be kind of straight and stringy, after having heat on them, I've kind of spiraled, kind of curled back up. So another tip is I would definitely use a shampoo and conditioner that promotes curly hair, that has a curly hair formula. Hydration is good. Anti-frizz is good, protein is good. But curly hair formula is gonna help all of these things. So when you're trying to revert your hair back after having so much heat on it, after damaging it with that heat, use something that's gonna help, again, promote your curls to do their thing. This one is sort of a toughie because it is not for everybody, but don't be afraid to rinse in cold. So especially after putting heat on your hair, when you are in the shower and you're detangling your hair and you're just tugging away at it, once you're getting that final rinse in cold water. That cold water is gonna help lock in that moisture. You're gonna get that shine, you're gonna get that definition, everything that you're looking for from before you had the heat on it, before you damaged your hair just a little bit with the heat. So my last tip is honestly just use less heat. So we all know the less heat the better. When you straighten your hair, protect it at night, whether it's a top knot, whether you're wrapping it up. This is gonna help so you're not every morning straightening it over again or putting a curl into it. Use one of the overnight method of curls when your hair is straight if that's what you're after. But once you straighten it, put the flat iron away and don't come back to it. Just straighten it the one time, put the flat iron away, and that's another good way to avoid massive heat damage when you straighten your hair. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll take these tips and apply them to yourself the next time you decide to straighten your hair. Please, please, please give me a subscribe below. Maybe shoot me a like, maybe share with a friend, and I will see you next week.